On the day of her grand wedding, a woman accidentally got into the wrong sedan chair. She was supposed to marry a merchant, but somehow she was sent into the emperor's bridal chamber instead. The emperor had no idea about the mix-up. He believed she was the daughter of the prime minister and was amazed by her beauty. When the woman heard the emperor call her Empress, she thought it was just a special nickname from her husband. Outside, the eunuchs had already realized the mistake, but they did not dare to interrupt. The next morning, when the emperor addressed her as Empress again, the woman began to feel something was wrong. Casually, she asked him if he had made a mistake. The emperor, thinking she was joking, laughed it off. At that moment, a eunuch entered and announced that the prime minister had something urgent to report. When the emperor left, palace maids arrived to groom and dress the woman. As they adorned her with jewelry and luxurious clothing, she started to feel uneasy. Her husband was just a poor merchant. How could he afford so many servants? Her suspicions deepened when her supposed father-in-law arrived with even more precious jewels, claiming they were gifts from the emperor. Seeing how everyone treated her with such deep respect, she thought back to her childhood. Her mother, of low status, had spent every day washing the feet of the second concubine's daughter. Now she was being treated like royalty. It was at that moment she realized she had unknowingly married the wrong man. Meanwhile, outside, a eunuch rushed in with urgent news. The prime minister had informed the emperor that his daughter was still waiting for him at the prime minister's residence. The emperor was stunned. It finally dawned on him that the woman from last night was not his intended bride. However, the emperor did not want to abandon her. Instead, he made a bold decision. He declared that she would remain his empress. Without hesitation, he annulled his engagement to the prime minister's daughter. Terrified, the woman knelt before the emperor, explaining the truth and begging him to spare her family. But the emperor, moved by her sincerity, told her to stand up. With a firm and reassuring voice, he declared that she was now his empress and her position was unshakable. Hearing these words, the woman, who had never felt love before, could not hold back her tears of happiness.